Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of the convention. I think for me, the most favorite win that I have was one that's not impressive by today's standards, but it came when we were very young and had just started sweepstaking. It was a trip to New York City, but more importantly, it came with $1,000, a camcorder. This was before cell phones, and a DVD player. And at the
And a
time,
TV.
and a TV. And at the time, we had an 18-month-old daughter and couldn't afford any of those things. And so for us, it was life changing at that time, and that really cemented us, I think, as being lifelong sweepstakers. How about you?
Yeah, and I think a couple of the trips and things that were really cool, but I think one of the favorites that I got is something we use every day or just about every day is a new washer and dryer. I mean, very practical, but
We're old.
yeah, we're not old. But it's something we use every day and we're very thankful for that.
So my favorite win actually came earlier this year. Got a phone call from someone saying, "Oh, do you remember entering this sweepstakes?" Of course, the answer is, "Yeah, that sounds familiar." He goes through and verifies all my information, and this is your name, and this is your date of birth, and this is your address. You don't work for this company. No, no, don't know what you're talking about. And then he said, "Okay, we'll get everything mailed out to you. You'll have the paperwork in a few days." My friend sitting next to me, I'm like, she's like, "What did you win?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Okay, once we put everything back, we will mail you your check for $40,000.
A huge win.
One entry, postcard, open to the US and Canada. You could either mail a postcard or buy a trailer. This seemed the better option.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm Jan Dempsey from Akron, Ohio, and I've been sweepstaking for 58 years. This is my first convention, so I'm a newbie. And my favorite trip was not for me, but was the one I won for my husband. And we went to Jay Leno's garage out in California. And that was terrific, and it was great for him. So that's my favorite, even because he's my husband and I loved him, and that's all. So here's my daughter.
Thanks, Mom. Hi, I'm Brenda Alden. I'm from Akron, Ohio. This is my mom. She got me into sweeping, but this is our first convention, so we're thrilled to be here. My favorite win was actually a trip that I went out to Laguna Beach, California, and I got to take my mom. And it was her birthday, and it was at Christmas, and it was just a wonderful experience. So that's it. Thanks.
I'm Sheila from Maryland. My favorite win was a trip to the Napa Valley Film Festival. Pretty much all expense paid with our own limo to drive us around to all the events. It was one of the best wins I've ever had.
Hi, I'm Mary Pettiford. My favorite win was a few years ago. We won a trip, my husband and I, to the Cannes Film Festival in France. We were treated like the movie stars. Paparazzi were taking our pictures, and we walked on the red carpet, saw a good movie. It was awesome.
Good morning. My favorite win was a trip to Tahiti. It was a Tahitian cruise. It was on Paul Gauguin, 7 islands, biggest win ever, my favorite win ever, and one of my very first wins. I'll never forget the experience.
Hi, I'm Gail from Charlotte, North Carolina. My favourite win was back in 2014. I won a trip to, coincidentally enough, Las Vegas, and the sponsor was Malibu, and they brought in the group One Republic, and they put on a private concert at the Mandalay Bay beach. And what we didn't know until we got there on the day was they were going to do a meet and greet with us with One Republic. So I got my photo taken with them, which was really cool, and I've got that on my computer wallpaper to this day. So that was my favourite trip.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Mary Ellen Dehart, and I'm from Newport News, Virginia. I have an awesome trip story. In 2017, I won tickets from our local TV station. Remember, we'll enter locally. They are the best contest to win. Really fast. I was called, and I was in a dress shop for women. There was about 5 women in there, and I started screaming my head off. All the women went nuts, wondering what I won. And here it was, a trip to the American Music Awards in Los Angeles, California. I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe it. I was absolutely out of my mind. But the funniest thing was my husband wouldn't go. So I took my sister from Philadelphia. She had a blast too. We got to walk the red carpet. Oh, wow. And the Madonna of Europe actually hooked her fancy dress onto my outfit, and she was mad. Can you believe that? We met BTS. It was their launch in America, and they thought a group of us were their mamas, the fans of them. And we got to meet the Shark Tank folks. And my favorite was Mr. Wonderful, who came over and talked to us and was so friendly, but he didn't actually give me some advice to make money. Can you believe that? But we had a ball, met Kelly Clarkson, all the folks. Of course, there were lots of people I had no idea who they were. Post Malone, I had no clue who he was, the Stranger Folks people, but lots of fun. Enter, 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 enter through your newsletter, enter locally, all kinds of ways, lots of ways to win. Enter, enter, and enter. That's my tip for the day.
Favorite win, I guess. Boy, all my trips are awesome, but a Mediterranean cruise was pretty good.
Hey, it's Pauline and John Horner from Cape Cod in Massachusetts, and I want to tell you about my crazy win. We had a huge furniture store that had just moved into Hyannis, Massachusetts, and we were pretty excited about it. And they said, come in and test drive a bed. So we went there, test drove the bed. Poor lady was trying to sell us something we weren't interested. And we read the rules. It said you could come every day. So every day we would come in and test drive the bed. And guess what? We won the king-size bed. Now, John, he won a swimming pool. And
27 feet in diameter.
Wow.
And
It
he was
a big pool. I can't say the other words in between because they're a little bit graphic.
yeah. But anyway, you went in every day and you told them that you would buy.
I'd buy your chemicals if I won your pool.
And he won the
And
big pool.
I got a phone call and it said, come on down. And I said, oh my God, Paul, I gotta go. I went down there. We went together, and all of a sudden, everybody's coming out and congratulating me.
He won the big
I
pool.
was so surprised that this ever happened to me.
Yeah.
That's such to God.
That's so awesome.
Hi, Judy Swanson from Illinois, and my most memorable trip was when my husband and I won a trip to New Orleans to the set of NCIS New Orleans, and we got to meet the stars and have jambalaya lunch with them and tour New Orleans, and it was great.
My best win was one of the C's when I won a Camaro convertible.
Hi, I'm Vicki from Dallas, Oregon, and my favorite win was $50,000 cash from Sony Entertainment, where I bought a 2006 Volvo S60. I drove for 10 years. I sold it to my daughter. She drove it for 7 years. Now my grandson is a junior in college, and he drives it. Best win ever.
Absolutely.
Hello, my name is Richard Rogozinski, known as Rogo. I have two great wins that I really liked, and both were mail-ins. One was a Budweiser sweep. It was during Halloween. It was $599 paid by Budweiser. Paid no taxes, which was wonderful. Another one was Chase Rice that we went down to Bucatana, Florida, and everything was paid for. And they gave us a third-floor room at the beach, which was almost a honeymoon suite, and paid for everything there. And we even got to go on a cruise with Chase Rice, and he and I touched with each other, had good conversation, and he even put me in front stage a couple times. Thank you.
Hey, my name is Erica, and my best win is Good Morning America trip to Paris for 4 of us. My mother, my grandmother, myself, and my daughter.
What you guys do in Paris?
We went on a few rides. We filmed a Good Morning America segment for that Friday morning and ate good food.
Hello, my name is Bill Jensen from Pensacola, Florida, and my favorite win was a trip to Puerto Rico. It was ESPN Deportes. I went to the Caribbean World Series and saw a few games there. Crazy people there, but it was a 5-star hotel. Everything was paid for. It was an awesome weekend.
I just had my favorite win a few months ago, and that was a trip to Spain to see a soccer game, the Madrid game against Real Madrid, and it was amazing. I didn't pull one penny out of my pocket. It was a trip of a lifetime.
My favorite win is $750 Amazon from.
Hi, Tom. This is Laura Garmendia from. Dang, I have to think about it again.
Tucson, Arizona now.
Gotta stop moving.
What?
You gotta stop moving around.
Well, maybe another time. Not right away, but.
So what was your favorite win?
My favorite win? Well, I've had quite a few, but I guess it was my Mini Cooper that I won by one text. That was some years ago. I don't own the car anymore. But that was my favorite, and it was really exciting.
Awesome.